This is a question that I ask each year. Therefore, I decided to research this controversy to learn about the different perspectives on homework and the ways that I can help students become successful lifelong learners, whether I assign homework or not. As a learning support teacher, I debate assigning homework to students in addition to their 6-hour school day and the potential work from their regular education teachers. On one hand, I do not want to overwhelm students or cause stress at home. On the other hand, most of my students are not instructed on grade level, and they have IEP goals and benefit from repeated skill practice. Therefore, I wanted to learn about the positive and negative effects of homework, as well as learn others' perspectives on it. The inquiry question I developed is, what are the positive and negative effects of assigning homework to elementary students? In order to eliminate biased opinions, I decided to collect feedback from teachers, students, and parents on their views about homework. People might agree that homework has the potential to extend the learning beyond the classroom since it provides opportunities for practicing skills and fostering self-discipline. However, will the negative aspects such as family frustration outweigh that potential? Let's take a look. Teachers' perspectives are important because they are the ones who know the curriculum and they are responsible for the design and implementation of homework assignments. Teachers' beliefs and perceptions determine the type and amount of homework. Teachers in China use homework to enhance recall, assess student learning, and help students maintain 2 languages. Overall, I learned that homework can be effective when teachers understand the benefits, assign it when necessary, and cater to students' interests. When asked to identify an expert in educational technology, I contacted my colleague Kristen. She is a 5th grade teacher with 12 years of teaching experience and a passion for technology. In those years, she has assigned homework consistently and scrapped it altogether. In this interview, she claimed that homework is a really important part of the learning process. However, she chooses not to assign homework. She shared that her reasoning is because she cannot monitor the home environment or effectively assign it individually to each student. She mentioned that since she uses the flipped classroom model, there's not really a need for homework since students are given enough independent work time at school. Students are important because they are the ones who are responsible for completing homework. During my research, I read interviews with 10 and 11-year-olds about their math education. One student admitted that she felt she had limited control in the area of math because she had to memorize math facts every night. The other student had a more traumatic experience that resulted in physically acting out because her father had a different opinion on how the calculation should be done. To limit these frustrations, teachers can assign more hands-on experiences instead of those procedural calculations. Parents are also affected by homework assignments. In a 2009 survey, 30% of parents reported that homework was one of the main causes of stress or disagreements in the family. It can be difficult for students to receive assistance at home because students have different support systems. Some parents feel incompetent and inferior, especially when helping with math. These problems can increase as the child's age increases. In contrast, some positive aspects parents mentioned include that homework can prepare students for high school workloads and develop more responsibility. Based on my research, here are some helpful tips if you do decide to implement homework. Teachers can assign homework when necessary or purposeful. They can provide clear directions for students and families. They can cater to students' interests. If you decide to not implement homework, consider implementing a blended learning model to provide students with enough direct instruction as well as independent work time for them to demonstrate their understanding. Here's a brief explanation of a flipped classroom. It can have a positive impact on teachers, students, and parents. In this model of instruction, students watch recorded lectures for homework and complete their assignments, labs, and tests in class. Teachers can have more time to answer students' questions in class. Students can learn skills at their own pace and potentially have more time for after-school activities or time with their family. And parents would no longer need to assist students with their homework because their students will be watching recorded lesson videos. Here are the references that I included in this presentation, and the images you see in the presentation are from Google Images. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Thank you so much for listening to this presentation.